Well, we headed back to Bethany this afternoon. We had a cold front come through. Started fishing with the damselfly, the purple marabou variant that we make, and missed a couple. And then finally got one to stay on the hook long enough to where we can get some video. Not a bruiser, but still fun to catch. So temperatures were chilly this morning, but warmed up into the 60s. And while we were walking about, we noticed a bunch of these little insects and bugs flying about. Looked like there was a hatch going on. So we decided to put on the Griffith net that we tie on a Caddis hook. And good thing, we started hooking up with bass and one bluegill. All of them were feeding on these little bugs on the surface. And kind of surprised that there were some good, not good size, but I'd say 12, 14, or 12, 13 inchers hitting, as well as some smaller ones. But was surprised that the bigger ones were going for these little bugs. So it's a good thing we keep this in our fly box. We saw this a couple of years ago. We were out here around this time of year, and a cold front had come through, and soon after, as things warmed up, bugs would start hatching and whatnot, and we'd see the bass start feeding on them. So since then, we've been keeping a dry fly in our fly box just in case this happens. And in this case, we lucked into these guys, and the Griffith net that we were using was about a size 16, about a size 16. So it worked out pretty well, as we matched the hatch, and the bugs were about that same size. Did hook a few, we missed a few, still had a lot of fun. Good thing is we could see them out in the distance, jumping out of the water, as well as gulping them, a little boil here and there. And usually when we see this happen, it's pretty much the only thing they'll hit, which is pretty fun on a fly rod, especially when you're hooking them on the surface like this. There's that bluegill. Not a bad looking one. And it's tough to see, but in the distance you'll every once in a while see a boil here or there, so that usually lets us know that it's time to try doing some dry fly fishing. And it ranges from 40, 50 feet out into the pond to as close as 1 to 2 feet from the shore that we'll see them just hitting on the surface like that. This went on all the way till sunset, and the whole time we could just see these little boils here and there. Nope, dropped that one. Alrighty, well, till next time, good luck and good fishing.